Good evening, folks, and welcome to Cincinnati Shakespeare Company's free Shakespeare in the Park. Woo! We know that these are challenging times for everyone, which is why we are so excited to be partnering with parks and organizations to bring free theater throughout the tri-state area all summer long.
Yes. We do have just a few announcements before we begin. First, you may notice that during this performance, we are not wearing masks. That is because we all live together in the same company housing, and we all travel together in the same company tour van. Whenever we are interacting with those outside of our household, we follow all guidelines set out by the state, the CDC, and we encourage you to do the same. So let's flatten the curve and get back to doing theater the way it's meant to be done.
With air conditioning!
Tonight's show is just an example of the educational and community outreach Cincinnati Shakespeare Company brings to this region. Over the course of a year, we reached over 50,000 people, from students to teachers with our faculty. But now more than ever, we need your help to make it possible. After tonight's show, please go online to make a mobile donation at cincyshakeswithay.com/parks.
Our goal is to reach $500 at each stop on this tour so that we can keep our programming free or affordable to students and members of our community. And again, those of you at home, you can make our thing come true tonight if we can get $250. If each of you were to give just $1, $2, or $5 if you go online, again at cincyshakes.com/parks.
Free Shakespeare in the Park would also not be possible without our generous season sponsors, the Otto M. Buddig Family Foundation, the John Bridgeland, Crilly, Long, and Mason families, honoring James R. Bridgeland Jr., the Ohio Arts Council, the Carol Ann and Ralph V. Haley Jr. U.S. Bank Foundation, and the generosity of tens of thousands of contributors to ArtsWave Community Campaign, plus a huge thank you to our park tour sponsor, the Makino Foundation. And we would also like to thank Fairfield Parks and Rec for hosting us this evening. Let's give them a round of applause.
Our show tonight will be a brisk and entertaining 90 minutes, give or take, with no intermission. Also, please be advised, our show this evening contains mentions and depictions of suicide. If you or someone you know would like more information or would like someone to talk to, please contact the Greater Cincinnati Behavioral Health Services website at gcbhs.com or call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-327-8255. So without further ado, shall we say our names and who will be playing this evening?
Hi, my name is Angelique, and I'll be playing Tybalt and Friar Lawrence.
Howdy, my name is Marcus Anthony, and I'll be playing Benvolio and Lord Capulet.
Hi, I'm Colleen. I'll be playing Nurse, Paris, Prince, and Chorus.
I'm Abigail. I'll be playing Mercutio, Lady Capulet, and Lady Montague.
Hi, I'm Lennon. I'll be playing Samson and Romeo.
Hi, I'm Mariana. I'll be playing Abraham and Juliet.
And now, please enjoy William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet.
No, not till
Wait,
Thursday.
be
There
gone.
is
Palm to palm is Holy Palmer's
Come
kiss.
between us, good Benvolio, my
Oh,
wits
Romeo!
free.
Romeo!
My only love sprung from my only hate.
A plague on both your houses!
And fire-eyed fury be my conduct now.
But soft! What light through yonder window breaks? Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge breaks to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventured piteous overthrows do with their death bury their parents' strife. The fearful passage of their death-marked love, and the continuance of their parents' rage, which but their children's end naught could remove,
Is
now the 2 hours traffic of our stage. The which, if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend.
I strike quickly, being moved.
But thou art not quickly moved to strike.
A dog of the house of Montague moves me.
To move is to stir, and to be valiant is to stand. Therefore, if thou art moved, thou runst away.
Ah, 'tis all one. I will show myself a tyrant. Oh! When I have fought with men, I'll be cruel to the maids and cut off their heads.
The heads of the maids.
Aye, the heads of maids, or their maiden heads, taken in what sense thou wilt.
Draw thy tool. Oh, here comes one of the house of the Montagues.
My naked weapon is out. Quarrel, I will back thee.
How? Turn thy back and run.
Now let us take the law of our sides. Let him begin.
I will frown as I pass by and let him take it as he lists.
Nay, as he dares, I will bite my thumb at him, which is a disgrace to him if he bears it.
Do you bite your thumb at me, sir?
I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you bite your thumb at me, sir?
Is the law on our side if I say I?
No.
No, sir. I do not bite my thumb at you, sir, but I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you quarrel, sir?
Quarrel, sir? No, sir.
If you do, sir, I am for you. I serve as good a man as you.
No better.
Say better.
Yes, better, sir.
You lie.
Oh! Oh!
Part, fools! You know not what you do!
What, drawn among these heartless hinds? Turn thee, Benvolio, look upon thy death.
I do but keep the peace. Put up thy steel or manage it to part these men with me.
What, drawn and talk of peace? I hate the word as I hate hell, all Montagues, and thee. Have at thee, coward!
Old Montague is come!
Thou villain Capulet, hold me not, let me go.
Rebellious subjects, enemies to peace, profaners of this neighbor-stained steel, throw your mistempered weapons to the ground. And hear the sentence of your moved prince. 3 civil brawls bred of an airy word by thee, old Capulet, and Montague, have thrice disturbed the quiet of our streets. If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the peace.
My lord!
For this time, all the rest depart. Capulet, you go along with me. And Montague, come you this afternoon to know our further pleasure in this case. Once more, on pain of death, all you depart.
Oh, who set this ancient coral new approach? Speak, nephew, were you by when it began?
Well, here were the servants of your adversaries, and yours. Close fighting ere I did approach. I managed to part them, but in the instant came the fiery Tybalt with her steel prepared, which, as she breathed defiance to my ears, swung about in scorn, till the prince came, who parted either part.
Oh, where is Romeo? Saw you him today? Right glad I am he was not at this fray.
Oh, madam, an hour before the warship sun peered forth the golden window of the east, a troubled mind drove me to walk abroad, where underneath the grove of the sycamore that westward rooteth from the city side, so early walking did I see your son.
Many a morning hath he there been seen, with tears augmenting the fresh morning dew, adding to clouds more clouds with his deep sighs. Black and portentous must this humor prove, unless good counsel may the cause remove.
Well, my noble lady, do you know the cause?
I neither know it nor can learn of him.
See where he comes. So please you step aside. I'll know his grievance or be much denied. Good morrow, cousin.
Is the day so young?
But new struck 9.
Ay me, sad hours seem long.
What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours.
Not having that which having makes them short.
In love.
Out.
Of love.
Out of her favor where I am in love.
Alas, that love, so gentle in his view, should be so rough and tyrannous in proof.
Ah me. What fray was here? Yet tell me not, for I have heard it all. Here's much to do with hate, but more with love. Why then, O brawling love, O loving hate, O anything of nothing, first create this love I feel, that feel no love in this. Dost thou not laugh?
No, cuz I rather weep.
Good heart at what?
At thy good heart's oppression.
Why, such is love's transgression. Farewell, my cuz.
Soft, soft. I will go along, and if you leave me so, you do me wrong. Now tell me in sadness, who is it that you love?
In sadness, cousin, I do love a woman.
I aimed so near when I supposed you loved.
Right good mark, man, and she's fair. I love.
A right fair mark, fair cuz, is soonest hit.
And in that hit you miss. She'll not be hit with Cupid's arrow, she hath Diane's wit.
Now, my lady, what say you to my suit?
But saying o'er what I have said before, my child is yet a stranger in the world. She hath not seen the change of 14 years. Let 2 more summers wither in their pride, ere we may think her ripe to be a bride.
Younger than she, our happy mother's maid.
And too soon marred are those so early made. But woo her, gentle Paris, get her heart. My will to her consent is but a part. This night we hold an old accustomed feast, whereto I have invited many a guest, such as I love. And you among the store, one more most welcome, makes my number more. At my poor house look to behold this night earth-treading stars that make dark heaven light. Come, go with me.
Be ruled by me. Forget to think of her.
Oh, teach me how I should forget to think.
By giving liberty unto thine eyes. Examine other beauties.
Farewell, thou canst not teach me to forget.
I'll pay that doctrine or else die in debt. Now tonight, at the ancient feast of old Capulet, sups the fair Rosaline, whom thou so lovest, with all the other beauties of Verona. Go thither, and with an unattainted eye, compare her face with some that I shall show, and I will make thee think thy swan a crow.
I'll go along. No such sight to be shown, but to rejoice in the splendor of my own. Mwah!
Nurse, nurse, where's our daughter? Call her forth to me.
Now, by my maidenhead, at 12 years old, I bade her come. What lamb? What ladybird? Where is this girl? What? Juliet!
Oh, who calls?
Your father and your mother.
Father, mother, I am here. What is your will?
This is the matter. Nurse, give leave a while. We must talk in secret. Nurse, come back. I have remembered me. Thou hears our counsel. Thou knows our daughter's of a pretty age.
Faith, I can tell her age on to an hour.
She's not 14.
I'll lay 14 of my teeth. She is not 14. How long is now till Lammastide?
A fortnight and odd days.
Even or odd of all the days of the year, come Lammas Eve at night, she shall be 14. That shall she marry. Oh, I'll remember it well. I never should forget it.
Enough of this. I pray thee, hold thy peace.
Peace I have done. Oh, God mark thee to his graces. Thou wast the prettiest babe that e'er I nursed. If ever I should live to see thee married, oh, I have my wish.
Mary, that Mary is the very theme I came to talk of. Tell me, daughter Juliet, how stands your disposition to be married?
It is an honor that I dream not of.
An honor. Were I not thine only nurse, I would say thou hast sucked wisdom him from the teeth.
Think of marriage now. Younger than you, here in Verona, ladies of esteem are made already mothers. Thus, then in brief, the valiant Paris seeks you for his love.
A man, young lady, such a man. Why, as all the world, he is a man of wax.
Verona summer hath not such a flower.
Nay, he's a flower, in faith, a very flower.
What say you? Can you love the gentleman? Well, tonight you shall behold him at our feast. Read o'er the volume of young Paris' face and find delight writ there with beauty's pen. This precious book of love, this unbound lover, to beautify him only lacks a cover. So shall you share all that he doth possess by having him making yourself no less.
No less, nay, bigger women grow by men.
Speak briefly. Can you like a Paris love?
I'll look to like, if looking liking move. But no more deep will I endart mine eye than your consent give strength to make it fly.
Juliet, the county stays.
Go, girl, seek happy nights to happy days.
Welcome, everyone! Which of you all will now deny the dance? I have remembered the day that I have worn a visor and could tell a whispering tale in a fair lady's ear, such as would please. But 'tis gone, 'tis gone, 'tis gone. Ah! This unlooked for sport comes well. You are welcome all!
What? Shall we on without apology?
Let them measure us by what they will. We'll measure them a measure and be gone.
Give me a torch. I am not for this ambling. Being but heavy, I will bear the light.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance. And
Not I. Believe me, you have dancing shoes with nimble soles. I have a soul of lead. So stakes me to the ground, I cannot move.
you are a lover. Borrow Cupid's wings and soar with them above a common bound.
Under love's heavy burden do I sink.
And to sink in it should you burden love. Too great oppression for such a tender thing.
Is love a tender thing? It is too rough, too rude, too boisterous, and it pricks like a thorn.
If love be rough with you, be rough with love. Prick love for pricking and you beat love down.
Come, knock and enter, and no sooner in, but every man betake him his legs.
And we mean well in going to this mask, but 'tis no wit to go.
Why, may one ask?
I dreamed a dream tonight.
And so did I.
Well, what was yours?
That dreamers often lie.
In bed, asleep, while they do dream things true.
Oh. Then I see Queen Mab hath been with you. She is the fairy's midwife, and comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone on the forefinger of an alderman, drawn with a team of little atomies athwart men's noses as they lie asleep. Her chariot is an empty hazelnut, and in this state she gallops night by night through lovers' brains, and then they dream of love. Sometimes she driveth o'er a soldier's neck, and then dreams he of cutting foreign throats, of breaches, ambuscados, Spanish blades, ching, 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 wapa, of hell, the 5 fathom deep, and then anon drums in his ear, at which he starts and wakes, and being thus frighted, swears a prayer or two and sleeps again. This is she that when maids lie on their backs, presses them and learns them first to bear, making them women of good carriage. This is
Peace,
she.
peace. Mercutio, peace. Thou talkest of nothing.
True. I talk of dreams, which are the children of an idle brain, begot of nothing but vain fantasy, which is as thin a substance as the air, and more inconstant than the wind.
This wind you talk of blows us from ourselves. Come, supper is done, and we shall come too late.
I fear too early, for my mind misgives. some consequence yet hanging in the stars, shall bitterly begin his fearful date with this night's revels.
Wah!
Rosaline?
But he that hath the steerage of my course, direct my sail. On, lusty friend. Avengers, assemble! What lady is that which doth enrich the hand of yonder knight?
I know not, sir.
Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright. Did my heart love till now? Forswear its sight, for I ne'er saw true beauty till this night.
This by his voice should be a Montague. And now by the stock and honor of my kin, to strike him dead I hold it not a sin.
How now, kinswoman? Wherefore storm you so?
Aunt, this is a Montague, our foe.
Young Romeo, is it?
'Tis he, that villain Romeo.
Content thee, gentle coz. Let him alone. He bears him like a proper gentleman. I would not for the wealth of all this town here in my house do him disparagement. Show a fair presence and put off these frowns, an ill-beseeming semblance for a feast.
It fits when such a villain is a guest. I'll not endure
He
him.
shall be endured. What, goodman girl? Go to. Am I the master here or you? Go to.
I will withdraw. But this intrusion shall, now seeming sweet, convert to bitter gall.
If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle sin is this: my lips to blushing pilgrims ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much, which mannerly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Have not saints lips and holy palmers too?
Aye, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Oh, then, dear saint, let lips do as hands do. They pray. Grant thou, lest faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Then move not, while my prayer's effect I take. Thus, from my lips by thine, my sin is purged.
Then have my lips the sin that they have took.
Sin from my lips? Oh, trespass sweetly urged. Give me my sin again.
You kiss by the book.
Madam, your mother craves a word with you.
Well, if
Oh,
I
I was- What is her mother?
Mary Bachelor. Her mother is the lady of the house.
Is she a Capulet? Oh, dear account. My life is my foe's debt.
Unbelievable, it's unbelievable, it's you were my heart.
Here we
Away! Begone! The sport is at its best!
Aye, so I fear the more is my unrest.
Nay, gentlemen, honest gentlemen, good night. Let's to bed. It waxes late. All to my rest.
Well, come hither, nurse. What is yon gentleman? Go, ask his name. If he be married, my grave is like to be my wedding bed.
His name is Romeo, and a Montague, the only son of your great enemy. Oh,
My only love sprung from my only hate. Too early seen, unknown, and known too late. A prodigious birth of love it is to me, that I must love a loathed enemy. Duh.
now, old desire doth in his deathbed lie, and young affection gapes to be his heir. That fair, that love groaned for and would die, with tender Juliet matched, is now not fair. Now, Romeo is beloved and loves again. Being held a foe, he may not have access to breathe such vows as lovers used to swear. And she, as much in love, her means much less to meet her new beloved anywhere. But passion lends them power, time means to meet, tempering extremities with extreme sweet.
Can I go forward when my heart is here? Turn back, dull earth, and find thy center out.
Romeo! Romeo! My cousin Romeo!
He is wise, and by my life hath stolen him home to bed.
Call, good Mercutio.
Nay, I'll conjure too. Romeo! Humors! Madmen! Oh. Passion, lover, I conjure thee by Rosaline's bright eyes, by her fine foot, straight leg, and quivering thigh, that in thy likeness thou appear to us. Well, shall we go?
Go then, for 'tis in vain to seek him here that means not to be found.
She jests at scars that never felt a wound. But soft! What light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, that thou, her maid, art far more fair than she. It is my lady. Oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Oh, her eye discourses. I will answer it. I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
Me!
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or, if thou wilt not be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's a Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Romeo, doff thy name, and for that name which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy
Oh,
word.
what man art thou thus screened denied, so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name, I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful unto myself because it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Art not thou Romeo and a Montague?
Neither, fair saint. if either thee dislike.
How camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
Thy kinsmen are no stop to me.
If they see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more peril in thine eye than 20 of their swords. Look thou but sweet, and I am proof against their enmity.
I would not for the world they saw thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their sight, and but thou love me, let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate than death prorogued wanting of thy love.
By whose direction foundst thou out this place?
By love, who first did prompt me to inquire.
Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. Oh, gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully.
My dear,
Or if thou thinkst I'm too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse and say thee nay, so that thou wilt woo. But else not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayst think my behavior light.
Nay,
but trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those that have more cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but that thou overheardst ere I was ware my true love's passion. Therefore pardon me, and not impute this yielding to light love which the dark night hath so discovered.
lady, by yonder blessed moon, I
Oh,
swear.
swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Well, do not swear at all. Or, if thou wilt swear, swear by thy gracious self, which is the God of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
If my heart's dear love.
Well, do not swear.
But I.
Although I joy in thee, I do not joy in this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning that doth cease to be ere one can say it lightens. Sweet good night.
Oh, but wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
Oh, I gave it thee before thou didst request it, and yet I would it were to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
Oh, but to be frank, and to give it thee again.
Juliet!
I hear some noise within. Dear love, adieu. Anon, good nurse. Sweet Montague, be true. Stay but a little, I will come again.
Oh, blessed, blessed night. I am afeard. Being a knight, all this is but a dream, too. Flattering, sweet, to be substantial.
3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If thy bent of love be honorable, thy purposed marriage, send me word tomorrow, where and what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world. I come anon, but if thou meanst not well, I do beseech thee. By and by I come. Tomorrow will I send.
So thrive my soul.
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worse to want thy light. Oh. Love goes toward love like schoolboys from their books, but love from love towards school with heavy looks. Oh.
Romeo, stop, Romeo.
My dear,
At what o'clock tomorrow shall I send thee?
at the hour of 9.
Oh, I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years, so then. I have forgot why I did call thee back.
Let me stand here till thou remember it.
Oh, I shall forget to have thee stand there, remembering how I love thy company.
And I'll still stay to have thee still forget, forgetting any other home but this.
Oh, 'tis almost morning. Good night. Good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Sleep dwell upon thine eyes, peace in thy breast. Oh, would I were sleep and peace, so sweet to rest. Hence will I to my ghostly father's cell, his help to crave, and oh, my dear hap to tell.
Oh, who is it? I come. I come. By and by. I come.
Good morrow, father.
Benedicite, what early tongue so sweet Oh, young son, it argues a distempered head, so soon to bid good morrow to thy bed. Therefore, thy earliness doth me assure thou art uproused by some distemperature.
No.
Oh, if not so, then here I hit it right. Our Romeo hath not been in bed tonight.
The last was true. The sweeter rest was mine.
God pardon sin, wast thou with Rosaline?
With Rosaline? My ghostly father, no. I have forgot that name, and that name's woe.
That's my good son. But where hast thou been, then?
I'll tell thee, ere thou ask it me again. I have been feasting with mine enemy, whereon a sudden one hath wounded me. That's by me wounded. Both are remedies within thy help and holy physic lies.
Be plain, good son, and homely in thy drift. Riddling confession finds but riddling shrift.
Then plainly know, my heart's dear love is set on the fair daughter of rich Capulet.
What?
As mine on hers, so hers is set on mine. Where and when and how we met, I'll tell thee as we pass. But this I pray, that thou consent to marry us today.
Holy Saint Francis! What a change is here! Is Rosaline, whom thou didst love so dear, so soon forsaken?
No.
Young men's love then lies not truly in their hearts, but in their eyes. Oh,
Friar!
just so, Maria! What a deal of brine hath washed thy sallow cheeks for Rosaline!
Thou chidest me oft for loving Rosaline,
For doting, not for loving, people mine.
and badst me bury love.
Not in a grave to lay one in, another out to have.
I pray thee chide not. She whom I love now doth grace for grace and love for love allow. The other did not so.
Oh, she knew well. Thy love did read by rote and could not spell. But come, young waverer, come, go with me. In one respect I'll thy assistant be. For this alliance may so happy prove to turn your household's rancor to pure love.
Oh, let us hence, I stand on sudden haste.
Wisely and slow, they stumble that run fast.
Where is Romeo? Came he not home tonight?
Not to his mother's.
Whew. Alas, that same pale, hard-hearted wench, that Rosaline, torments him so that he shall sure run mad.
Well, Tybalt, the kinsman of old Capulet, has sent a letter to his mother's house.
Oh, a challenge on my life.
Romeo will answer it.
Alas, poor Romeo, he is already dead, stabbed with a white wench's black eye, shot through the ear with a love song, the very pint of his heart cleft with a blind bow-boy's butt shaft.
Here comes Romeo. Here comes Romeo.
Oh, Romeo, bonjour. There's a French salutation for your French slop. You gave us the counterfeit fairly last night.
Pardon, good Mercutio. My business was great, and in such a case as mine, a man may strain courtesy.
That's as much to say such a case as yours constrains a man to bow in the hams.
Meaning to curtsy.
Thou hast most kindly hit it.
A most courteous exposition.
Nay, I am the very pink of courtesy.
Pink for flower.
Right.
Why then, my pump is well flowered.
Ow! Come between us, good Benvolio, my wit's face!
Switch it first, or we'll cry a match.
Is not this better now than groaning for love? Now art thou sociable, now art thou Romeo, now art thou what thou art, by art, as well as by nature.
Oh, stop there.
Oh, here's a goodly gear.
A sail.
God ye good morrow.
God ye good den, fair gentle woman.
Is it good den?
'Tis no later, I tell you, the body hand of the dial is now upon the prick of noon.
Out upon you! What a girl are you?
One gentlewoman that God hath made for herself to mar.
Gentlemen, can any of you tell me where I might find the young Romeo?
Oh.
I am the youngest of that name, for fault of a worse.
You say well. If you be he, sir, I desire some confidence with you.
Ooh, she will indict him to some supper.
A bod, so ho! Will you to lunch thither? We'll to your mother's.
I will follow you.
Farewell, ancient lady. Farewell, ancient lady. Farewell, ancient lady. Farewell, ancient lady.
Marry farewell! Oh, I pray you, sir, what saucy merchant was here so full of her ropery?
A gentlewoman, nurse, that loves to hear herself talk and will speak more in a minute than she'll stand to in a month.
If she say anything against me, I will take her down.
Whoa.
And if I cannot, I will find those that can. I pray you, sir, a word. As I have told you, my lady bade me inquire you out. What she bade me tell you, I will keep to myself.
What?
But first, let me tell ye, if ye should lead her into a fool's paradise, as they say, it were a very gross kind of behavior, as they say. For the gentlewoman is young, and therefore, if ye should double deal with her, it were a very ill thing to be offered to any gentlewoman. A very weak deal in.
Commend me to thy lady and mistress. Bid her devise some means to come to Shrift this afternoon, and there she shall at Friar Lawrence's cell be shrived and married. Here is for thy pains. Let's see here.
Oh, I pray you, sir, not a penny.
Go to, I say you shall.
Oh, this afternoon, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she shall be there.
Commend me to thy lady.
Aye, 1,000 times.
The clock struck 9 when I did send the nurse. In half an hour she promised to return. Perchance she cannot meet him. Oh, that's not so. Oh, she's lame! Love's heralds should be thoughts which 10 times faster glide than the sun's beams. But old folks, many fain as they were dead, unwieldy, slow, heavy, and pale as lead. Oh, here she comes. Now, honey nurse, what news? Hast thou met with him? Now, good sweet nurse. Oh, why look'st thou sad?
I am a-weary. Give me leave a while. Oh, fie, how my bones ache. Oh, what a jaunt have I had.
I would thou hast my bones and I thy news. Nay, come, I pray thee speak. Good nurse, speak.
Jesu, what haste! Can you not stay a while? Do you not see that I am out of breath?
How art thou out of breath when thou hast breath to say that thou art out of breath? The excuse thou dost make in this delay is longer than the tale thou dost excuse. Is thy news good or bad? Answer to that. Let me be satisfied. Is good or bad?
Well, you have made a simple choice. You know not how to choose a man. Romeo, not he. Though his face is better than any man's, yet his leg excels all, and for a hand, and a foot, and a body, though they be not to be talked about, yet they are past compare. Go thy ways, wench, serve God. What have you done at home?
No, all this did I know before. What says he of our marriage? What of that?
Oh, how my head aches. Oh, what a head have I. It beats as it would fall into 20 pieces. My back. Oh, to the other side. Oh, my back. Oh, my back.
Faith, I am sorry thou art not well. Sweet nurse, tell me, what says my love?
Your love says, like an honest gentleman, where is your mother?
Where's my mother? Why, she is within. Where should she be? How oddly thou repliest. Your love says, like an honest gentleman, where is your mother?
Oh, are you so hot? This is a poultice for my aching bones. Henceforth, do your messages yourself.
Here's such a coil. Come, what says Romeo?
Have you leave to go to Shrift today?
I have.
Then hie you hence to Friar Lawrence's cell. There stays a husband to make you a wife. Go all to dinner, hie you to the cell.
High to high fortune. Honest nurse, farewell!
Say smile the heavens upon flowers with sorrow chide us not.
Amen. Amen. But come what sorrow can, it cannot countervail the exchange of joy that one short minute gives me in her sight. Do thou but close our hands with holy words, then love devouring death, do as he dare. It is enough I may but call her mine.
These violent delights have violent ends, and in their triumph die like fire and powder, which as they kiss consume. Therefore, love moderately. Here comes the lady.
Good even to my ghostly confessor.
Romeo shall thank the daughter first both.
And to him, else is his thanks too much.
Oh, come with me. And we will make short work, for by your leaves you shall not stay alone till Holy Church incorporate two.
Ooh, Benny boy.
Stop.
Hey.
I pray thee, good Mercutio, let's retire. The day is hot, the Capulets abroad, and if we meet, we shall not escape a brawl.
Thou art as hot a jack in thy mood as any in Italy, and as soon moved to be moody, as soon moody to be moved.
That guy caught by my head. Here come Tybalt.
Ugh, by my heel, I care not.
Gentlemen, good den. A word with one of you.
Oh, but one word with one of us. Couple it with something. Make it a word and a blow.
You shall find me apt enough to that, sir, if you will give me occasion.
Could you not take some occasion without giving?
Mercutio, thou consorts with Romeo.
Consort? What? Wilt thou make musicians of us? If thou makest us players look to hear nothing but discords, here's my fiddlestick. Here's what shall make you dance. Zones! Consort!
We talk here in the public haunts of men. Either withdraw into some private place and reason coldly of your grievances, or else depart. Here all eyes gaze on us.
All men's eyes were made to look, and let them gaze. I will not budge for no man's pleasure, I.
Peace be with you, sir. Here comes my man, Romeo. The hate I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the reason I have to love thee doth much excuse the appertaining rage to such a greeting. Villain am I none, therefore farewell. I see thou knowest me not.
Boy! This shall not excuse the injuries thou hast done me. Therefore turn and draw.
I do protest I never injured thee, but love thee better than thou canst devise, till thou shalt know the reason of my love. And so, good Capulet, a name I tender as dearly as my own, be satisfied.
Oh, calm, dishonorable, vile submission. Tybalt, you rat catcher, will you
What wouldst thou have with me?
Good king of cats, nothing but one of your 9 lives that I mean to make bold withal.
I am for you.
Come, sir, you're passado.
Outrage! Tybalt! Mercutio, the Prince Expressor has been abandoning him for Good Mercutio,
The plague on both your houses. I am sped.
What art thou hurt?
A scratch. Oh, Mary, 'tis enough.
Courage.
Twill serve.
Courage, friend, the hurt cannot be much.
It is not so deep as a well, nor so wide as a church door, but 'tis enough. 'Twill serve. Ask for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a grave woman. I am peppered, I warrant you, for this world. A plague on both your houses. Why the devil came you between us? I was hurt under your arm.
I thought all for the best.
Help me into some house, Benvolio, or I shall faint. Oh, a plague on both your houses. They have made worms meat of me. I'll have it, and soundly too. Your houses!
This gentlewoman, the prince's near ally, my very friend, hath got her mortal hurts in my behalf. My reputation stained with Tybalt's slander. Tybalt then, our hath been my kinswoman. Oh, sweet Juliet.
Oh, Romeo. Romeo, brave Mercutio's dead.
This day's black fate on more days doth depend. This but begins the woe others must end.
Here come the furious Tybalt back again.
Alive in triumph, and Mercutio slain. Away to heaven, respective lenity, and fire-eyed fury be my conduct now. Now, Tybalt, take the villain back again that late thou gavest me. No, for Mercutio's soul is but a little ways above our heads, staying for thine to keep her company. Either thou or I, or both, must go with her.
No! Romeo! No! Heart! Romeo! Tybalt. Tybalt. Romeo, away, be gone. The citizens are up and Tybalt slain. Stand not amazed, the prince will do me death if thou art taken.
Oh, I am fortune's fool.
Why dost thou stay? Away, be gone!
Where are the vile beginners of this fray?
There lies the one slain by young Romeo that slew thy kinsman brave Mercutio.
Tybalt! Oh, my cousin! Oh, my brother's child, my dear kinswoman! Prince, if thou art true, for blood of ours, shed blood of Montague!
Benvolio, who began this bloody fray?
Tybalt, here slain whom Romeo's hands did slay. Romeo that spoke her fair and urged with all your high displeasure. An envious thrust from Tybalt hit the life of stout Mercutio. And then Tybalt fled, but by and by come back to Romeo, who had but newly entertained revenge. And to it they go like lightning, for ere I could draw to part them was stout Tybalt slain. And as she fell, did Romeo turn and fly. This be the truth, or let Benvolio die.
He is a kinsman to the Montague. Affection makes him false. He speaks not true. I beg for justice, which thou, prince, must give. Romeo slew Tybalt. Romeo must not live.
Romeo slew her, she slew Mercutio, who now the price for her dear blood doth owe.
Not Romeo, prince. He was Mercutio's friend. His fault concludes but what the law should end, the life of Tybalt.
And for that offense, immediately do we exile him hence.
No.
I have some interest in your hate's proceeding. My blood for your rude brawl doth lie a-bleeding. But I will amerce you in so strong a fine that you shall all repent the loss of mine.
My lord!
I will be deaf to pleading and excuse, nor tears nor prayers will purchase out abuse. Therefore, use none. Let Romeo hence in haste, else when he is found, let that hour be his last. Bear hence this body and attend our will. Mercy but murders, pardoning those that kill.
Gallop apace, you fiery-footed steeds, and bring in cloudy night immediately. Oh, come, gentle night, come, loving, black-browed night, give me my Romeo. And when I shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars, And he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night, and pay no worship to the garish sun. I have bought the mansion of love, but not possessed it, and though I am sold, not yet enjoyed. Oh, so tedious is this day, as is the night before some festival, to an impatient child that hath new robes and may not wear them. Oh, here comes my nurse, and she brings news, and every tongue that speaks but Romeo's name speaks heavenly eloquence. Now, nurse, what news?
Oh, well, a day. Dead. Oh, dead. Dead. Oh, we are undone, lady. We are undone. Alack the day. Oh, Romeo. Romeo.
What devil art thou that dost torment me thus?
Oh, Tybalt. Tybalt, the best friend I had, that ever I should live to see thee dead.
What storm is this that blows so contrary? Is Romeo slaughtered, and is Tybalt dead? My dear loved cousin and my dearer lord.
Tybalt is gone, and Romeo banished. Romeo that killed her, he is banished.
Oh God, did Romeo's hand shed Tybalt's blood?
It did. It did. Alas the day, it did. Shame come to Romeo.
Blistered be thy tongue for such a wish. Romeo was not born to shame. Upon his brow shame is a shame to sit.
Will you speak well of him that killed your cousin?
Shall I speak ill of him that is my husband? Oh, back, foolish tears, back to your native spring. My husband lives that Tybalt would have slain, and Tybalt is dead that would have slain my husband. All this is comfort, wherefore weep I then? Some word there was worser than Tybalt's death. Tybalt is dead, and Romeo banished. That banished, that one word banished. His father, mother, Tybalt, Romeo, Juliet, all slain, all dead. Romeo is banished. Where is my father and mother, nurse?
Weeping and wailing over Tybalt's corpse. Will you go to them? I'll bring you thither.
No, I'll to my wedding bed. And death, not Romeo, take my maiden head.
Hie you to your chamber. I'll find Romeo to comfort you. I wot well where he is. Hark ye, your Romeo will be here tonight. I'll to him, he's hid at Lawrence cell.
Oh, find him. Give this ring to my true knight, and bid him come to take his last farewell. Romeo. Romeo.
Romeo, come forth. Come forth, thou fearful man.
Father, what news?
I bring thee tidings of the prince's doom.
What less than doomsday is the prince's doom?
A gentler judgment vanished from his lips. Not body's death, but body's banishment.
Banishment? Be merciful, say death, do not say banishment.
Hence from Verona art thou banished. Be patient, for the world is broad and wide.
There is no world without Verona walls, but purgatory, torture, hell itself.
Deadly sin, O rude unthankfulness. Thy fault all law calls death, but the kind prince taking thy part hath rushed aside the law. This is dear mercy, and thou seest it not.
'Tis torture and not mercy. Heaven is here where Juliet lives, and every cat and dog and little mouse, every unworthy thing live here in heaven and may look on her, but Romeo may not. He is banished. And sayest thou yet that exile is not death?
Arise. One knocks. Good Romeo, hide thyself. Run to my study. By and by. God's will. What simpleness is this? I come. Who knocks so hard? Whence come you? What's your will?
I come from Lady Juliet.
Welcome, then.
Oh, holy friar, tell me, holy friar, where is my lady's lord? Where's Romeo?
There, on the ground, with his own tears made drunk.
He is even in my mistress' case. Stand up. stand up, stand you and be a man.
Nurse,
Oh, sir. Ah, sir, well, death's the end of all.
spakest thou of Juliet? How is it with her? Where is she, and how doth she? And what says my concealed lady to our cancelled love?
Oh, she says nothing, but weeps and weeps, and now falls on her bed and starts up again, and Tybalt calls, and on Romeo cries, and then falls down again.
As if that name, shot from the deadly level of a gun, did murder her. As that name's cursed hand did murder her cousin. Oh! Tell me, friar, tell me, in what vile part of this anatomy doth my name lodge? Tell me, that I may sack the hateful mansion.
Hold thy desperate hand! What? Rouse thee, man! Thy Juliet is alive! For whose dear sake thou wast but lately dead! There art thou happy! Tybalt would kill thee, and thou slewest Tybalt! There art thou happy too! The law that threatened death becomes thy friend, and turns it to exile. There art thou happy. A pack of blessings lights upon thy back. Go, get thee to thy lady, as was decreed. Ascend her chamber, hence, and comfort her. But look thou stay not till the watch be set, for then thou canst not pass to Mantua. We will find the time to blaze your marriage, reconcile your friends, beg pardon of the prince, and call thee back with 200,000 times more joy than thou wentst forth in lamentation. Go before, nurse, commend me to thy lady, and bid her hasten all the house to bed. Oh, Romeo is coming.
Oh, Lord, I could have stayed all night to hear good counsel. Oh, what learning is. My lord, I will tell my lady you will come.
Do so, and bid my sweet prepare to chide.
Here, sir. A ring she bid me give you, sir. Hie ye, make haste, for it grows very late.
Oh, how well my comfort is revived by this.
Go hence, good night, and here stands all your state. Either be gone before the watch be set, or by the break of day disguised from hence. Sojourn in Mantua. Give me thy hand. 'Tis late. Oh, good night. Farewell.
But that a joy past joy calls out on me. It were a grief so brief to part with thee. Farewell.
Things have fallen out, sir, so unluckily that we have had no time to move our daughter. Look you, she loved her cousin Tybalt dearly.
These times of woe afford no time to woo. Good night, my lady. Commend me to your daughter.
I will, and know her mind early tomorrow. Tonight she is mute up to her heaviness.
Sir Paris, I will make a desperate tender of my child's love. I think she will be ruled in all respects by me. Nay, more, I doubt it not. Wife, go you to her ere you go to bed, and acquaint her here of my son Paris's love, and bid her mark you me on Wednesday next. But soft, what day is this?
Monday, my lord.
Monday! Well, Wednesday is too soon. On Thursday, let it be. On Thursday, tell her that she shall be married to this noble earl. Will you be ready? Do you like this haste?
My lord, I would that Thursday were tomorrow.
Well, get you gone, and on Thursday be it then. Wife, go you to Juliet ere you go to bed, and prepare her, wife, against this wedding day.
Wilt thou be gone? It is not yet near day. It was the nightingale and not the lark that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear. Nightly she sings on yon pomegranate tree. Believe me, love, it was the nightingale.
It was the lark, the herald of the morn, no nightingale. Look, love, what envious streaks do lace the severing clouds in yonder east. I must be gone and live, or stay and die.
Yon light is not daylight, I know it, It is some meteor that the sun exhales, to be to thee this night a torchbearer, to light thee on thy way to Mantua. Therefore stay yet, thou needst not be gone.
Let me be taken. Let me be put to death. I am content, so thou wilt have it so. I have more care to stay than will to go. Welcome, death. Juliet wills it so. How is't, my love? Let's talk. It is not day.
It is. It is. Hie hence, be gone away. It is the lark that sings so out of tune, straining harsh discords and unpleasing sharps. Some say she makes sweet division. This doth not so, for she divideth us. Oh, now be gone. More light and light it grows.
More light and light, more dark and dark are woes.
Madam,
Nurse,
your lady mother is coming to your chamber. The day is weary. Be wary, look about.
then window let day in, and let life out.
Oh, farewell, farewell. One kiss, and I'll descend.
Art thou gone so? Love, Lord, I, husband, friend, I must hear from thee every day in the hour, for in a minute there are many days. Oh, by this count shall I be much in years ere I again behold my Romeo.
I will omit no opportunity that may convey my greetings, love, to thee.
Oh, thinkest thou we shall ever meet again?
I doubt it not. And all these woes shall serve as sweet discourses in our time to come.
Oh, daughter. Are you up? What, how now, Juliet?
Madam, I am not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death? What, wilt thou wash her from her grave with tears? And if thou couldst not make her live, therefore have done. Some grief shows much of love, but much grief shows still some want of wit. But now I'll tell thee joyful tidings, girl.
What are they, I beseech your ladyship?
Well, thou hast a careful father, child, who, to put thee from thy heaviness, hath sorted out a sudden day of joy, which thou expects not, nor I looked not for.
Madam, in happy time, what day is that?
Mary, my child, early next Thursday morn, the gallant young and noble gentleman, the County Paris, shall at St. Peter's Church happily make thee there a joyful bride.
Now by St. Peter's Church, and Peter too, he shall not there make me a joyful bride. I wonder at this haste that I must wed ere he that should be my husband comes to woo. I pray you, tell my lord and father, madam, that I will not marry yet. And when I do, it shall be Romeo, whom you know I hate, rather than Paris. These are news indeed.
Here comes your father. Tell him so yourself, and see how he will take it at your hands.
How now? Oh, a conduit girl. What, still in tears? Well, how now, wife? Have you delivered to her our decree?
Aye, sir, she says she will none. She gives thanks. I would the fool were married to her grave.
Soft. Take me with you. Take me with you, wife. How? Will she none? Does she not give us thanks? Is she not proud? Does she not count her blessed, unworthy as she is, that we have wrought so worthy a gentleman to be her bridegroom?
Not proud you have, but thankful that you have. Proud can I never be of what I hate, but thankful even for hate that is meant love.
How now? How now? Chop logic! What is this? Proud, and I thank you, and I thank you not, and yet not proud? Mistress Minion, you thank me no thankings, nor proud me no prouds. But fettle your fine joints gainst Thursday next to go with Paris to St. Peter's Church, or I will drag thee on a hurdle thither.
Fie, what, are you mad?
Good father, I beseech you on my knees, hear me with patience, but to speak a word.
Hang thee, young baggage, disobedient wretch. I tell thee what, get thee to church on Thursday, or never after look me in the face. Speak not, reply not, do not answer me, my fingers itch. Wife, we scarce thought us blessed that God had lent us but this only child. But now I see this one is one too much.
God in heaven bless her. You are to blame, my lord, to rate her so.
Oh, and why, my lady Wisdom? Hold your tongue.
You are too hot.
God's bread, it makes me mad. My care hath been to have her matched, and then to have a wretched puling fool to answer, I'll not pray. I pray you pardon me. Thursday is near. Lay hand on heart, advise, and you be mine, and I'll give you to my friend. And you be not. Hang, beg, starve, die in the streets, for by my soul, I'll never acknowledge thee, nor what is mine shall ever do thee good. Trust to it be thank you. I'll not be forsworn.
Is there no pity sitting in the clouds that sees into the bottom of my grief? Oh, sweet mother, cast me not away. Delay this marriage a month, a week, or if you do not make the bridal bed in that dim monument where Tybalt lies.
Talk not to me, for I'll not speak a word. Do what thou wilt, for I have done with thee.
Oh, God. Oh, nurse, how shall this be prevented? What sayest thou? Hast thou not a word of joy? Oh, some comfort, nurse.
Faith, here 'tis. I think it best you married with the county. Oh, he's a lovely gentleman. Romeo's a dishclout to him. Beshrew my very heart, I think you are happy in this second match, for it excels your first, or if it does not, your first is dead, or 'twere as good he were as living here, and you no use of him.
Speakest thou from thy heart?
And from my soul, too, else beshrew them
Amen.
both. What?
Well, thou hast comforted me marvelous much. Go in and tell my lady that I am gone, having displeased my father to Lawrencell, to make absolution and to make confession.
Mary, I will. And this is wisely done.
Ancient damnation! Oh, most wicked fiend! Is it more sin to wish me thus forsworn, or to dispraise praise my Lord with that same tongue that she hath praised him with above compare so many thousand times? Go, counselor, thou and my bosom shall henceforth be twain. I'll to the friar to know his remedy. If all else fail, myself have power to die.
On Thursday, sir? Oh! The time is very short.
Well, my father Capulet would have it so, and I am nothing slow to slack his haste.
You say you do not know the lady's mind. Uneven is the course. I like it not.
Immoderately she weeps for Tybalt's death, and in wisdom Capulet hastens our marriage, to stop the inundation of her tears, which, too much minded by herself alone, may be put out from her by society. Now you know the reason for this haste.
I would I knew not why it should be slowed. Look, sir, here comes the lady toward my cell.
Happily met, my lady and my wife.
That may be, sir, when I may be a wife.
That maybe must be, love, on Thursday next.
What must be shall be.
That's a certain text.
Come you to this father to make confession?
To answer that, I should confess to you.
Do not deny to him that you love me.
I will confess to you that I love him.
So will you, I'm sure, that you love me.
Are you at leisure, Holy Father, now, or should I come to you at evening mass?
My leisure serves me, pensive daughter. Now?
God shield I should disturb devotion. Juliet, on Thursday early, I will rouse ye. Till then, adieu, and keep this holy kiss.
Oh, my lord! We must entreat the time alone.
Oh, friar, shut the door. And when thou hast done so, come, weep with me past hope, past cure, past help.
Juliet, I already know thy grief. It's strange we may prorogue it on Thursday next to be married to Count Paris.
Tell me not thou hear'st of this, unless thou may tell me how to prevent it. If in thy wisdom thou canst give no help, do but call my resolution wise, and with this knife I'll help it presently.
Oh, daughter, I do spy a kind of hope. Which craves as desperate an execution as that is desperate which we would prevent.
Oh, Father, bid me leap rather than marry Paris from off the battlements of yonder tower, and I'll do it without fear or doubt to live an unstained wife to my sweet love.
Hold, then. Go home. Be merry. Give consent to marry Paris. Wednesday is tomorrow. Tomorrow night, look that thou lie alone. Take thou this vial, being then in bed, and this distilled liquor drink thou off, when presently through all thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humour, for no pulse shall keep his native progress but surcease. No warmth, no breath shall testify thou liv'st. Each part shall stiff and cold appear like death. And in this borrowed likeness of shrunk death thou shalt continue 42 hours, and then awake as from a pleasant sleep. Now when the bridegroom in the morning comes to rouse thee from thy bed, there art thou dead. Then, as the manner of our country is, in thy best robes uncovered on the bier, thou shalt be borne to the same ancient vault where all the kindred of the Capulets lie. And thither shall I come. And then will I still watch thy waking, and that very night shall I bear thee hence to Mantua.
Give me, tell me not of fear.
Hold. Get you gone. Be strong and prosperous in this resolve.
Love give me strength, and strength shall help afford. Farewell, dear father.
What? Is our daughter gone to Friar Lawrence?
Aye, forsooth.
Well, he may chance to do some good on her. A peevish, self-willed harlotry it is.
Oh, see where she comes from shrift with merry look.
How now, my headstrong? Where have you been gadding?
Where I have learned me to repent the sin of disobedient opposition. Henceforth I am ever ruled by you.
Send for the county, and tell him of this. I'll have this knot knit up tomorrow morning.
Oh, no, not till Thursday. There is time enough.
We'll to church tomorrow.
Aye, those attires are best. But, gentle nurse, I pray you, leave me to myself tonight.
Need you my help?
No, madam, so please you, let me now be left alone. And this night let the nurse sit up with you, for I'm sure you have your hands full all in this so sudden business.
Get thee to bed and rest, for thou hast need.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. I have a faint cold fear thrilled through my veins that almost freezes up the heat of life. I'll call them back again to comfort me. Nurse! What should she do here? My dismal scene, I needs must act alone. Come, vial. What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I be married then tomorrow morning? No. No, this shall forbid it. Knife, fly there. Romeo, I come. This do I drink to thee.
Juliet. 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 My lord.
All things that they ordained festival turn from their office to black funeral. Their instruments to melancholy bells, their wedding cheers to a sad burial feast. Their bridal flowers serve for a buried corse. And all things change them to the contrary.
All this day, an unaccustomed spirit lifts me above the ground with cheerful thoughts. I dreamt my lady came and found me dead. Strange dream that gives a dead man leave to think. And breathed such life with kisses in my lips. I revived and was an emperor. Oh, me. How sweet is love itself possessed, when but love's shadows are so rich in joy. News from Verona! How now, Benvolio? How doth my lady? Is my mother well? How fares Juliet? That I ask again, for nothing can be ill if she be well.
Then she is well, and nothing can be ill.
Oh,
Her body sleeps in Capel's monument, and her immortal part with angels lives. I saw her body laid low in her kindred's vault, and presently took post to tell it you. Oh, pardon me for bearing these news, since you did leave it for my office, cuz.
Is it even so? Then I defy you, stars. Thou knowst my lodging. Get me ink and paper, and hire post horses. I'll be hence tonight.
I do beseech you, have patience. Your looks are pale and wild, and you do impeach some misadventure.
Tush, thou art deceived. Leave me and do the thing I bid thee do. Get thee gone and hire those horses. I'll be with thee straight. Well, Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight.
Oh, woe. Thy canopy is dust and stones. The obsequies that I for thee will keep nightly shall be to strew thy grave and weep.
Hold. Take this letter. Early in the morning see thou deliver it to my dear mother. Upon my life I charge thee, whate'er thou hearest or seest, stand all aloof, and do not interrupt me in my course.
I will be gone, cuz, and not trouble you.
So shalt thou show me friendship. Take thou that. Live and be prosperous. And farewell, good cousin. How oft, when men are at the point of death, have they been merry, which their keepers call a lightning before death. Oh, how may I call this a lightning? Oh, my love. My wife. Death that hath sucked the honey of thy breath, have had no power yet upon thy beauty. Why art thou yet so fair? Eyes, look your last. Arms, take your last embrace. And lips, seal with a righteous kiss, a dateless bargain to engrossing death. Oh, come, bitter conduct. Come, unsavory guide. Here's to my love. Thus, with a kiss, I die.
What is here? A cup closed in my true love's hand? Poison, I see, hath been his timeless end. Oh, churl, drunk all and left no friendly drop to help me after? I will kiss thy lips. Haply some poison yet doth hang on them to make me die with the restorative. thy lips are warm. Yea, noise, then I'll be brief. Oh, happy dagger, this is thy sheath! There rust, and let me die!
Juliet. Juliet. God.
No, no. Oh, heavens! Oh, look how my daughter bleeds!
Oh, thou untaught, what manners is in this to press before thy mother to a grave?
Seal up the mouth of outrage for a while, so we can clear these ambiguities and know their spring, their true descent.
Here I stand, both to impeach and purge, myself condemned and myself excused.
Well, say at once what thou dost know in this.
The truth did make good the friar's word. Their course of love, the tidings of their death.
Sister Montague, give me thy hand. This is my daughter's jointure, and no more can I demand.
Enemies, Capulet and Montague, saw what a scourge was laid upon their hate. That heaven found means to kill their joys with love.
A glooming peace this morning with it brings.
The sun for sorrow will not show his head.
Go hence to have more talk of these sad things.
Some shall be pardoned, and some punished.
For never was a story of more woe
than this of Juliet.
And her Romeo.
Hmm?